hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it high. I wanna be there next to you, be the man always protecting you. These scars protect me from the past that I confess to you. I still get butterflies when you are mentioned to anyone here, especially the man in the mirror. Sincere is the fear I hear, but I stay strong for the chance to wipe those tears. I make my fight clear, not because it's shameless, but because the shame makes sure that I will not replay it. I know how hard the pain gets. I would never put you through the same shit.
All right. Real Talk Radio. What is up, man? We got two of Real Talk Radio's brightest stars over here. We have Kate Clark, Twinsight, single site, zero site, whatever you guys call them these days. How you guys doing, man?
Hey, people, we're very good.
What's up, Peabody?
What's going on? How are you guys in the same screen?
Wow.
Green screens, baby. Technology's amazing these days.
Damn, yo, you did that. Yeah.
Do you want me to tell you the story of how we actually met on your Real Talk Radio page?
Yeah, tell us all. First, each of you respectfully tell me how you found Real Talk Radio. And then, you know, Twinsight, tell me, how did you end up being with a celebrity, man?
I'll tell you what, bro. It's like I won the lottery, man. I was like a raffle drawings. Her name came up. I was like, sold.
Yeah.
It happened. So I joined Real Talk Radio in the lockdown. As you know, I have children, I have two girls, and I don't get much time to do my music anymore. And I had more time because of the pandemic. So I was like, right, I'm going to write a song, first time in ages. And I was looking for a music site to post it and get feedback and all of that. I joined loads of sites. I didn't find one that actually even commented or helped me. Or then I found your site, and instantly you and Brian were talking, and I thought, this is nice. People interact here, like people actually listen to the music. This is great, you know. So I joined the page. And I think it was a couple of days, and I loved it straight away. And I left all the other pages actually because I got spammed by them, and I was like, so I just stick.
You mean you didn't need any album covers?
You didn't need any cartoons made? No logo?
No, I didn't need anything. So I left all the other pages. Then I saw Chris Freestyle on the page. And for some unknown reason, I thought, who is he? And then I thought, he's smoking. I need to tell him that's bad for him. So I felt it was my duty to let him know that I wanted to see him without his cigarettes.
Her first words to me were an insult. She's like,
no, I was like, you're really cool to watch, but you need to quit the smoking. Something like that.
Something like that.
Then the next thing you know, I subconsciously was thinking about this guy, Chris, thinking, I know, who is this guy? Like, I need to know more. And then subconsciously, he was thinking about my comment, apparently.
It was very consciously. I don't know what this subconsciously. It was.
And then he sent me a beat. About 2 days later, my inbox pinged. I went, it's him. And he sent me a ukulele beat. How smooth is that?
Ooh. Ooh.
Check him out.
It wasn't very smooth. I don't even think I introduced myself. I'm just like, hey, you'd sound good on this.
He didn't. He just went, hey, you kill this. What's up? Like all American.
I can see it.
How are you? I'm from UK, where we say hi and introduce ourselves. So we did the song together, which was brilliant. I'd always wanted to do like a hip hop or a rap track with somebody. I never met anybody who could rap really well to do that until I met you guys.
No, she's still waiting.
Yeah, she's being nice. She's being nice. She's famous.
Yeah,
because I'm sitting next to her, you know, I appreciate it.
So we did a track called Hopeless Romantic, didn't we?
Yeah.
And then from that, literally a week later, I don't know what happened, but we were talking. Chris left me a 7-minute message actually.
Oh no, this was smooth, bro. This was smooth,
he
man. I put on some background music, you know, just like recorded it 5 times, like, oh, this is just me talking freely here.
He did a 7-minute message kind of saying he was really happy we found each other, and I was feeling the same. And then from then it was like, when are we moving in? It just went, yeah, it was really like soulmates, like really, really different to anything I'd experienced before.
Definitely.
So here we are. He came to UK and we've been hanging on virtually for 6 months. We've just had enough. So
well, you guys are forgetting to add that you've never met each other before, and this man flew 4,000 miles to meet you.
5,400 miles. Yeah, we'd never met, but look, our video calls were 4 hours long, Peabody, twice a week. for like
Yeah.
4 hours long. We'd get on at 9 and we'd look and we go, oh my God, it's been 4 hours. We just had so much to talk about. And
Yeah, it was never a dull moment.
no, it took us half an hour to get out of the airport, like just holding on.
We should have hit up a film crew, 90 Day Fiance or something,
Oh,
man.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
you guys come down to Florida. I'll pay some people on Craigslist to come down there and make it.
Here we go. Now we're talking.
Excuse me. Do you mind if we have a few seconds to ask you some questions?
I'm going to tell you something funny though. I was waiting at the terminal like to meet Chris for the first time in reality, and I got chatting to like one of the people off the aeroplanes, one of the crew.
She was talking to some dude,
No, he
chatting
was-
him up.
Wow.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
And anyway, then this guy walks past, and I'm thinking, who's that guy smiling at me? And it was Chris.
What?
I'm staring her down, big old smile,
And I
like
was
she doesn't recognize me.
What does he want?
Hey, I've just been in the air for like days, but what's up?
No, but he changed the color of his top, so he tricked me. I was looking for somebody wearing blue. He was wearing black. So
You gotta switch
easy
them up,
mistake,
camouflage, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
you're from America. You got to have 7 different outfits so you can stay free.
Yeah, before I even leave you, Let me
Yeah,
change
what
my
if
kicks
you're
real quick
Caucasian
before
with
I
a
leave.
black sweater.
So then that's how we came to be, and now we're in my house, and Chris has been here like 44 days, is it?
Well, it'll be 40. Yeah, I mean, it's been a month. And
Then he goes home, and then I come out to Florida, hopefully in November.
we're gonna go see Peabody.
Yeah, definitely come and see you.
Come on down to the Sunshine State, man. Let's go
Yeah.
to Disney World. Let's be tourists.
Hell yeah.
Let's go to Universal. Let's go to Busch
Hell yeah.
Gardens, man.
Harry Potter world.
Oh, I still haven't.
Yeah.
Can you believe that, Peabody?
Yeah,
You've never seen Harry Potter.
Yeah. And I always thought it was cool, man. And I always thought to myself, like, how cool is it to be able to meet somebody that you can share your dream with and you can work on your dream together? Because
Oh yeah, I mean that was probably the strongest part of our like draw together. I mean we've done what, probably 20 tracks now.
About that, and some with you, of course.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm honored.
Yeah, I think sharing music with someone you are in love with is the best feeling. I mean,
It's not always smooth, we argue about timing sometimes, and
oh yeah, Chris is quite difficult.
but you know all about that. You know all about that.
Just can't resist to bring up old scars. That's fine. That's fine. We're not here talking about our projects, damn it. We're talking about you guys. Man.
We have our little moments.
Nah,
like
but
that.
it's mostly good. It's all good, to be honest. It's all good. It's great.
Mostly. Hang on, we're gonna
Yeah.
talk about this after the
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's really a true life, real talk radio fairy tale, man. Like
That's the thing. I mean, we would have never met each other if it wasn't for Real Talk
No,
Radio,
This
like
is it. I can't explain
that's the
it. It
beautiful
was-
thing.
Yeah, I mean the whole page and everything it brought me. It wasn't just obviously I found Chris, but what your page gives me as an artist is confidence, and I don't have much confidence. I know I might not seem that way right now, but Chris will tell you
I mean,
I'm insecure.
From the production rate, you went from what, like maybe 1 or 2 tracks in 8 years?
No, I have like 11 tracks.
No,
you
Yeah, I
watch
mean,
how you
200
talk to a
girls,
famous
200
person.
Yeah, 1 or 2 tracks in 8 years.
in about
too.
8 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Twinsight, how many views you got on your YouTube videos?
Oh, not even 700, bro. I'm missing the K.
And you have the audacity to comment on how many songs she makes, huh?
Stick it up for me.
Hey,
I like
stick
you,
up for it, bro.
people.
Good for
You're
you,
my
man. Good for you.
700,000, bro.
I
Bro,
must say
That's only one. She's got over 1 million.
I actually
There was
have a
multiple
million, it's
videos.
true, but the thing is, it's not for anything to do with my singing, so it's such a shame. It's for
You were
being
singing in
silly.
it.
I'm being silly in it.
Yeah,
was
but you
not
got to
like
be
it.
silly to get people to focus on you. And then they're like, oh, wow, this person's all silly. And then you're like, yo, check
Bro.
this out. I'm also serious.
So 13 years to get 1 million views
Bro,
on that video.
Trip out
13
on this.
years.
There was comments on that video that were like, my first video ever seen on the internet. Like,
I did it in the 90s.
yeah, bro, we're checking out the comments. Yeah, because it's from the 90s.
It's from the 90s. Chris was about 8 when I made that video. You
Yeah.
know that I'm joking,
I was
right?
just hustling the playground, bro. Just
That's so crazy because Kate looks so much younger than you.
Well,
Doesn't
that
she?
is very
Doesn't
kind of
she,
you to
like-
say. Younger
I'm-
than you.
I'm worried people are gonna think she's my little
No.
sister or something.
Yeah, I was gonna ask. I was
Never
gonna
done
ask.
I've never done I think it's Chris and I already had a bond, and I had to say, hey, how old are you? I said, what if he's 20? What if, oh my gosh.
It works out because I'm really mature and she's really immature. So we kind of like balance.
Yeah, but when she asked you how old you were, how'd you feel? Did you go defensive? Did you start rationalizing?
Well, Chris said, you go first. I was like, no, I don't think so. I had to sit down. I was very worried about this because it's no secret, I am 46 years old. And I was dreading telling Chris this, but I knew he was younger when there was a pause. He's 31. I mean, there's 15 years between us. So it's the first time for me on that one. I worry a lot about being older. Again, it's insecurity as a woman, but I'm working on that, you know.
Yeah.
It's a work in progress. I can say personally, I've met some of the most beautiful women in the world, and they have always been the most insecure women I've ever met.
I don't know why. I'm not, by the way, not saying that I'm one of the most beautiful women in the world, but
you
definitely I have
That's
felt insecure as a woman.
I set you up there, Chris. You're welcome.
Yeah. Definitely, I don't know where that comes from. It's just to do, everybody's got their story, you know. I won't bore everybody with mine, but it comes from childhood, definitely, you know. And I just work now to hope that my girls don't have to suffer that, you know, because it's a shame. If I could be as confident as I am now in my 40s, I definitely have done more with the music, you know. I didn't believe it in my 20s. I used to hide in girl bands, and
you still were in a girl band.
Yeah, but I didn't believe I could do it, Peabody. I thought I wasn't good enough all the time, you know. So
isn't that a tragedy, man? Best singer I've ever heard.
Belief is so crazy. You haven't heard me sing?
I'm right.
Bro, we're talking about singers, not whisper singers.
I'm a massive fan of your singing, Peabody. You have a beautiful singing voice, doesn't
Thank
it?
you.
After I spent a couple hours on auto-tune.
No, I'm a big fan.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah. When you have the confidence that your engineer can make anything sound good, you just do it. You just
let it out, bro. You just let it out. That's right.
Now, let's talk a little bit on the music side as well. Well, I'll ask each one of you, what is your favorite song that you've made?
You go first.
Oh gosh, so I mean that's a tough one, really tough.
You want to give me a top 3, top 5?
Yeah, I'll give you a top 3. I mean, my favorite song is probably Recovery. It's not even out yet, but that's the first song I ever wrote, and I've recorded that song a lot of times, and like. It's you know, you get that song that it doesn't even have to be the best song, but it just means that much to you because of what it represents. Hands down. In fact, I don't even need a top 3. I would just place that because that's the song I got sober to. Without that song, I would have never been here. You know,
man, that's dope. Yo, I hope you release it one day.
Oh, it's coming.
That'd be cool.
Kicking the habit, you know, it's coming, bro. It's coming.
We need to make a video, don't we? For that.
No music video.
Yeah. And what about you, Miss Kate Clark?
Peabody. He's a little jealous.
Yeah, it's cool. You guys make that. Maybe one day I'll make my first music video. No big deal. I mean, what about you, Kate? What's your favorite song?
Well, I have to say it's something that happened to me since joining the page. So it was a backing track by Matthew May, so I can't take credit for the track, but it was the track called Something, that's really about, as a woman, loving yourself without sounding kind of cheesy. I had found through this page and just getting a bit older, I'd started to accept more who I am and be okay with it, you know, like, and that song is really about that. Like, I think some of the words are like, to you, I meant nothing, but to me, I mean something. It's quite a powerful song for me. And that one got picked up by the PR company and I got a little feature, which I was really happy about. So probably my favorite vocal is Something.
It's a dope track. It's bluesy, you know.
Yeah, bluesy's my favorite.
She gets
style.
it on that track for sure.
And then the second track is the one you opened this interview with, just because I wrote that for Chris, and then he featured on it, and that's kind of special.
It was a dope track
to us, you know, or to me. But yeah, those two definitely. Since joining Real Talk Radio, I feel my music has gone much better than it was before, because I felt like, oh, okay, I can do this. Like, maybe there's something in this. Like, I just toyed around with it before, never really believed it. I kind of believe that more that I can sing now.
That's the beauty of feedback, though. You know, it's like you try to get feedback from so many groups that are just like, nobody gives a shit, right? But then you start getting people who actually listen. You're like, okay, maybe I do have something here, you know?
Yeah.
What about the people in your immediate circle? Yeah, fire.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah. Oh, but did you hear that new Eminem track, bro?
Bro, I was like, yo, you guys realize I just did sales for like 4 years, right? I know that you're totally full of shit. Like, you probably ain't even listen.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that was it. Just to have, oh my God, sorry, the kitten. Just to have like people actually listen. Fudge, say hi to Real
You're
Talk
trying to
Radio.
make sure we get another 700,000 views. I see you.
That's the ticket right there, man.
Yeah.
I think it's just that people actually listened and responded. It just makes a difference, you know? Like you start to actually work out what you want to do musically or believe it a bit more. So yeah, they're my special songs. I mean, I love everything I've written. It's all about my life and things that have happened to me. That's how I write. But I'm most proud of that track, Something, I think. And I'm not proud often. So it feels good to say that, you know?
Yeah, that is awesome. And you should be proud. You made some amazing songs. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's difficult to pat yourself on the back though, isn't it?
Only a little. Then you got to get back to work.
Yeah, yeah.
You
No,
can't
you only
be
get a
back
little
here
bit.
all day. You know,
Right.
you can't be one of those people. You just gotta.
One hand can pat as long as one hand's working still. You know what I
Right.
mean?
You say good job, and then you reflect, and you're like, this actually is not good. I need to do better.
Yeah, time
And
to
when
do
nobody's looking.
better.
And how do y'all feel when you make music? I'm always interested to know that.
Yeah, how do you feel?
How do I feel when I make music? I mean, see, that's a variable expression because to me, when I make music, I get lost in the plot and the storyline of that song. So if I'm making happy music, I need to manifest that happiness, you know. But like for instance, we made Little Black Book, like it was a hard album to make because for me to make the music about, you know, the sins of your past, it's just like I had to sit there and relive them. With that being said, though, even while I'm living them, you know, that reflection point, looking back, like, man, this is where I came from, like, and I'm sitting here today, like, you know, it's always comes back to like that's a beautiful thing, you know, like so it's always beneficial in the end, but you know, it's just like, damn, we did go through some shit, huh?
And for you viewers out there, please answer the poll if you feel like he answered our question or not. I think you gave us wonderful insight, but you totally curved our question, Twinsight.
That's how I feel when I make music, bro. It's like I'm
So
part
you feel nostalgic, self-reflective.
I'm saying it's different for every track. Of
All
course, of course, it's self-reflective, you know. But like, what? How would you explain self-reflective? Like that to me is like a developing amoebic feeling, right? Ever changing.
Self-reflective to me is like doing mental surgery on yourself, man. It's
I
like
mean, definitely, absolutely.
beep operation. Hey, Kate, how do you feel? Do you have an answer for the people? A little bit more simple,
I would
Kim?
try to answer your question, Peabody, as well as I can. So I need to do music. It's how I channel my emotion, my grief, my happiness, whatever I'm going to write about, which is usually sad, if I'm honest, because I like to write sad music. But I'm also up for happy music lately, as you know.
Hey.
Most stuff is plucking at the heartstrings, but I feel when I sing it and record it, the creating of it, it actually makes me feel like beauty within, without sounding like beautiful. Like I feel like beautiful when I sing. Like
Inner beauty.
I feel really good, like whole, like magical. I can't really explain. I need it. If I don't do it for a while,
it right there.
yeah,
It's magical as hell. It's like
Did the poll
tell me if I answered that properly? If I don't sing for a considerable amount of time, like given the last 8 years raising the girls, I've not found that much time to do music. I mean, I was in a session band for a bit, but I wasn't recording as much, and that I felt a bit suppressed, like kind of stale. Like I just need to.
When you were in the band, were you in the song making process, or
no?
was
it was just a covers band, like doing weddings and things like that. But it was fun, you know. Live performing is different, but no, I when I do it now, yeah, it just makes me feel like I'm good at something. Like I can't explain. It gives me a feeling of self-worth and a feeling of magic, and like just like what else is there? I feel love when I sing. That's the right word. I feel love. Right. Yeah.
It's like
I hope that out.
It's like soul liberation, man.
It's like
the world ain't there no more.
Right. That's it. Yeah, I feel like I'm literally just at one with the whole universe while I'm singing. I can't really.
That's a beautiful thing too. It's like, you know, through music, you know, like,
Hey, it's my turn. No, not
oh,
really.
you're right.
Always trying to get all the attention
I
towards
know,
that.
like,
I'm joking.
No, it's just like-
Don't forget about me. I'm here still.
through music, we can talk about things that we wouldn't talk about in conversation, you know?
Yes.
Like that to me is a huge one.
Yeah,
Exactly,
like,
Mundo. And
yeah, like, oh, go on, yeah.
and that's really what makes music so beautiful. Do you ever, when you're making music or when you hear your songs back, do you ever like picture a crowd or feel like you're in front of an imaginary crowd?
Do you, Chris?
I absolutely do. In fact, there's it's half and half, because I get that feeling when I'm like spitting on the mic for sure. But there's
Yeah.
also a part of me that's like, I don't think I could ever perform this live, because I'm spitting so fast. I'm like, oh, I need to take a break. I need to rest, you know, like.
Yeah, you do rap kind of fast to be able to read.
So it's just like, I don't know how I could be on stage moving around trying to like spit work and, you know, like not breathe in between.
We'll get some lookalikes for you so you can hide backstage.
Right. I'm gonna need you doing like at least a line or two in between.
And what about you?
Yeah, I don't think I imagined that, you know, because if I'm honest, I love the creating and writing of music and the recording in the studio. I love that. Do I love live performance? I have done it a lot. I've done in the past auditions, and then, as I say, I was in a session band. I'm not so great with the live performing. I'm intimidated, and again, I panic that I'm not good enough in a live performance. The pressure of getting it right live is, you know, I admire those that do it and love it. I find it quite hard to be the front person. So I think when I'm, in answer to your question, when I'm recording, I probably like to think no one's listening, if I'm honest.
All right.
Because I'm more comfortable, like that singer Sia, who never shows her face and hides behind the curtains and everything. That's me. I don't really want anyone looking at me or whatever, but they can hear me when it's done, you know.
You get to approve what gets out, kind of.
Yeah, I have to approve it first, like there's that, just in case it's not good enough. There's a fear, and I still do, like, I did open mic nights and all that, but I was like a rabbit in the headlights or whatever, a deer in the headlights, you know, like. I mean, there was one time on stage with my live band where I was wearing my ear monitor too loud and I lost where I was in the song. And I thought, oh my God, I just want to tell them I've got to go. I'm sorry. You know, but you can't do that with live music. And it was after that I gave up singing in the band. I just lost my way with it again. So I think I prefer to imagine nobody is there.
Got you. Yeah. I've always wondered myself, because I don't know. I don't know if it's because I'm a medicinal marijuana card holder, but I just sometimes I sit there and I feel like there's a crowd watching me. You know what I mean? I even do a little imaginary mic sometimes.
Do you? But Peabody, you could work a crowd. You've got that confidence to do that.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's destiny. So if you put me in front of a crowd, I'm gonna have all the same fears you just spoke of. But at the same time, I'm gonna be like, yo, this is destiny. You know, we got to go out there and do this. Whatever.
Who's gonna do your ad libs for you when you're on stage?
Yeah, I love your ad libs.
Well, I was actually hoping I could find maybe some medically pronounced midgets that could probably do my ad libs. Hopefully, they can blow balloons and things like that.
Oh, there you go.
Do you see my vision? I know you see my vision. Yeah. And who'd you guys listen to growing up?
Oh. Yeah.
What'd you listen to, baby?
What did I listen to? Well, I've been older. I mean, I listen to lots of different things. I've always loved hip hop. So I think I've played you some of my old stuff. But my very first record I bought was Young MC, rapper, really cool. I still love it now. Listen to it. Big Daddy Kane. I was into, because my brother, who was older, had all the rap going on. And so I was into that, but I also, on the other side, listened to U2. I really liked U2.
Check you out.
Yeah, With or Without You, one of my favorite songs. Gosh, I loved Madonna. I had pictures of Madonna on my wall. I've always thought Madonna was quite cool, but not so much now. Like, I loved her then, you know, like in her heyday. Oh, everything and anything, but I was more the underground. I was a big raver. So I went to, yeah. No, I went to all the underground rave clubs. Freedom to Dance and stuff was happening then in the UK. So some of you watching this may be old enough to remember that. Yeah, I was like dance music, but it was like hardcore and jungle. That was like my teen years. But yeah, before that, it would be anything and classical. Like I was classically trained, so I grew up around a lot of classical music as well. But I would say hip hop, and yeah, hip hop was my favorite always. Like just I don't know what it is with it. I just love the beats. I've always loved that. So yeah, but usually pinching from my brother. He showed me what was cool. Like
that's how it always goes.
Yeah, I was like 14, like listening to Pain. None of my friends. Yeah.
Get down with this.
All right.
And what about you, Twinsight?
No, trip out on this. I used to listen to I didn't have musical influence on my music today until I was probably in 19, 20. Like I used to listen to classic rock, All American Rejects, and then Eminem, started getting big, and I fucks with them, but my biggest influence was for sure Atmosphere, and just Rhymesayers Entertainment. They're their whole group of guys is just fresh. I pull a lot of style from them. But yeah, my music took a total 180 degrees when I was 18,
Destiny, baby, destiny. Is there a song that either of you have leaned on in troubling times to get you through?
Oh, these are good questions, Peabody. My goodness, you go first.
Yeah, I know mine off the top for sure.
Yeah,
so
yours?
Love Life from Atmosphere is probably my top 5 favorite songs, every single fucking slot. That's a big statement, right?
It is.
That song got me through a lot of times. I would just be mad, upset, depressed. I'd throw on Love Life from Atmosphere, and there's there's some wisdom in that song, some real good one.
Yeah, I can't think of one. If I'd ever felt sad, to be honest, I would not put on a sad song. I'd avoid it. So I'm probably the other way, but there's songs I like to pick me up. And I used to listen to, I think it was Inner City Big Fun. Is that what it's called? I forget now. It's another 90s track, but I used to put that on and it would definitely get me upbeat, I'd use tracks for that. But yeah, if I'm morbid, I don't want to hear music because then I'll just be like, yeah. So try to avoid,
That's why it's good to make some happy songs, people.
Yes, you introduced me to happy music, Peabody. Thank you.
Oh, man, it is a whole world, It makes you.
Right, who would have thought, a little bounce.
You feel like you could just toss out Skittles that turn into rainbows.
Who wants a t-shirt?
Yo, funny story about you two. I think 3 iPhones back, I don't even know how they ended up on my phone, but I would always be listening on my Apple, and there was permanent YouTube songs on there I couldn't get rid of. And every now and then I jammed out, Kate. I'm not gonna lie, I jammed out the YouTube. They got a little harmonizing going. And what about, have you guys ever struggled with the belief? I know you said you did. Have you ever struggled with belief, Twinsight?
In my music?
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is, I would say absolutely, but that's because I haven't even been making music for that long, right? I really committed kind of November, December, before then, I wasn't really making tracks. I used to freestyle a lot. I used to do that. So when I was freestyling and all that, I didn't even want to make music because it was to me, it was just I didn't feel like I'm good enough yet. So, I mean, I was 31 or 30, before I even started really getting into it. But then the second I did, it was nonstop. And at that point, it's I made one good track and I'm like, dang, there might be something here, So it's 16-hour days for 6 months. It's that at that point, once I got the belief, I wouldn't say it ever faded. In fact, I would just say it's getting stronger and stronger every day, to be honest, I start truly believing in the craft.
And that's the beauty of it. Now, give me 1 second, fellas, and ma'am, I have to get a water. And I would hope that if somebody grabbed my computer and was running away with it, you guys would at least give me a holler.
We would have interviewed him.
Yeah, put the computer down. Yeah, what would you say to anybody out there though that's having a struggle with belief? Well, what would your message be to them?
Oh gosh, well, you're better at this kind of thing, Chris. But struggle with belief. Well, I'd get to the root of what is causing you to believe you're not good enough or doubt yourself. Get to the root of that. I spent a lot of money on therapy to try and work mine out, and it helped, but ultimately it's down to you to find the courage to change or rebuild or whatever. But yeah, I would say try, instead of just kind of, a lot of people just try to carry on. I wish I'd tried to address it a long, long time ago, because then I feel like I could have got further with what I actually wanted to do, which was singing. And I mean, I'm a Pilates teacher now, completely. I mean, it's still out there. It's still, creative and stuff where I can be with teaching. But if I'd really applied myself, I like to think I could have done something with music more than I have yet. I'll say yet, because you never know. But yeah, I would say invest in trying to get to the bottom of why you don't believe in yourself, and really work through that. And then, yeah, rather than just trying to know it's there and carry on with it, you know what I mean? Like a therapy, or perhaps it's meditation, or perhaps there's loads of different ways to feel different, and I find some acceptance and build your confidence from there. I mean, I'm still working on mine. I'm far from finished, but definitely way improved. But yeah, I still have moments of disbelief. Is that the right word? Or but yeah, so that's what I would say. Whether it would work or not, who knows?
Hey, you're on the right trajectory, and you got somebody next to you that's gonna make sure you believe. So
that's right.
Well, he does tell me that. Yeah, I mean, Chris helps me with that all the time. I mean, that's what, and the same for you. Like Chris said in meetings, sort of, obviously you, Peabody, and me, you've got much more confidence.
Oh no, it's absolute. Like, I mean, when you listen to a track that I made 7 months ago to now, like the conviction I have on the microphone is,
yeah, you've really grown.
It feels like I'm listening to music 10 years ago. Like your first music starting out, like it's just like real talk, like collabing, and especially Kate's feedback. Like I just like blew up in my confidence. It's like I found the woman in my dreams. Like I don't have shit to prove to nobody anymore. I'm just gonna spit, like I just get like confidence, I went with it.
Yeah,
I remember one of the first freestyles you posted.
Yeah.
Well, that was the one I commented.
Yeah, he was smoking his cigarette. There was a random car
in the car. Yeah.
There was a robust individual that was with you. They were freestyling too.
Oh yeah, Sean, my cousin. Yeah.
I was like, yo, check this guy out over here, all cool with his cigarette.
I know.
Bro, I have a problem. I can't spit a freestyle without a cigarette, bro. I don't get why. It's disgusting. I don't know why I can't do it.
You need to fix it, man. You need to.
Bro, I'll spit like 5 freestyles trying to do it without. They're all shit. And I'll light one up. I'll be like, all right, that's the one we're going with.
What do you smoke?
I smoke marijuana only, and I use hemp paper, so it's not hazardous to my lungs.
Yeah.
Wow, what a nice answer, Peabody.
Yeah, so if you're out there, people, please understand there are healthy ways to smoke, and there are unhealthy ways to smoke.
Yeah.
Is that a true statement? I don't know if there's any healthy ways to smoke. Maybe healthier.
Well,
I just think,
well, nobody's ever got lung cancer from smoking marijuana. No one's ever overdosed.
No one ever. Are you sure?
Quote me on it. Teresa, can you pull up the schematics, please? Well, I mean, I'm going to say that smoking in general, it's got to be some type of unhealth, because your lungs aren't meant to ingest smoke.
I mean, it is definitely a completely different resin that is in your lung from weed.
I think if you're going to be healthy, you got to eat it.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the healthiest way to do it. Just eat it.
But what about vaping? Vaping's a little bit
I don't know,
different.
man. Like, look at this. Does this look healthy to you?
I'm not talking about that kind of vape. I'm talking about a volcano vape.
Wow. So it's the most expensive vaporizer you could buy. It's still a vape, dude.
Yeah, but like it's way lighter on your lungs. You're pumping on air. You can't tell me those are the same.
Yeah, look how privileged you are talking about volcano vape. I'm sorry. Some of us had to spend $30, Chris.
Oh, I can't help
in case you don't know, a volcano vaporizer costs like $400. So
yeah, at least for
the
sure.
thing is, it's all illegal here. You know that. You can't smoke pot here. I still call it pot because I was born in the 70s. Okay, so it's pot.
Yeah.
You can't have it here. It's illegal. I mean, I know some of the admins know a little bit about it.
Yeah. You can't smoke it over here either. But if you got your medical card, you can't. So
Chris can smoke it in California. What's with that?
Well,
California was the
I
first
guarantee you.
liberating state. California was the first people to say it's not bad for you.
It'll be legal here. It'll be legal everywhere.
It's crazy.
We
Yo,
use it in medicine. We use it in medicine and stuff, sure, but we're not. If you were out, Mr. PC Plod, the police officer saw you with a big bifter, you definitely get told off.
Yeah, I mean, same over here. They'll take you to jail if they can, because they can make a whole bunch of money off of you.
Wow.
So you gotta pay. You gotta pay every day you're in jail. There's a fee you gotta pay every day.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
And they got you doing free labor. You know what I'm saying? Like they got you cutting grass that's as tall as your eyeballs. It's crazy.
We have that. That's cool.
The worst part about jail is you're asking for that job. Yeah, I'll go out of the.
Right, yeah, we're gonna go. Yeah, let's go out there and cut grass that dragons might live in. Yeah, but back on the topic, you know, I don't mind veering off topic, but belief, right?
Yeah.
Belief. It's one of those things. You if you got it, you need to keep building off of it. And if your belief is shaky, it's like, dude, it's called self-belief, man.
Absolutely.
It's your belief. Nobody else should have any say in your belief. Like, even when people have criticized me, I took it in stride, but at the end of the day, I'm like, yeah, I still believe. And I believe, just like chicken soup for the soul, just like J.K. Rowling, you could tell me I suck a million times, but all I need is that one time for somebody to tell me, I like what you're doing, and we're going to move forward with it. And then you get to walk around with shirts of all of the comments anybody ever said that was bad and be like, check me out. Belief, baby. Belief. We can't control when we're born. We can't control when we die. We can't control what people will walk in and out of our lives. But one thing we can control, belief.
Yeah.
Amen, brother.
Yeah,
Amen.
we gotta end the segment on some philosophical, emotional.
I feel that.
Hey, we're about to end this segment. I'm gonna upload it tomorrow morning. Is there anything you guys want to say to maybe somebody new into Real Talk Radio, maybe somebody old that's been hiding in the shadows, just anything in general?
Hey, you pointed at me when you said old.
I did not. That's a subconscious thing.
I'm joking.
Go ahead, baby. Go ahead.
That's hilarious. No, I mean, I would like to say to the new members, like, definitely hang around, because, you know, sometimes we dip into things and we only stay 5 minutes. I think you will be really surprised by the connections you make and the people. I mean, I personally feel like I could go to a holiday destination with all of you from Real Talk Radio, and we'd all just sit there. We should do it. We should be able to buy tickets to a Real Talk Radio festival once a year. Imagine open mic, we're all getting up together. I feel comfortable within this group to actually do that.
I would like to do that, but like I would like to do a getaway where we have board and studios, like multiple studios.
Yeah, that's so cool.
You know what I'm saying?
Sick. Yeah, that'd be sick.
I mean, I know that's kind of like a vision for later, but I kind of feel that comfortable within the community in the Real Talk Radio. Like, it's really hard to explain, but it is like a little bit like a family.
It is.
It absolutely is.
Yeah, I mean, it's also really comforting at times if you are a bit low or you're a bit on your own or whatever, to have that support. There's some really, really lovely people who are members, like genuinely cool people. And there's not, you know, a lot of people in life are not like that. It's like, I don't know why everybody's kind of come into this group. You've obviously created, and Brian, I know. They all seem like really good people, and those that are not good, they don't get to stay. I see that, you know, and that's really refreshing as well. That there's zero tolerance for abuse on the page and all of that.
That's right.
So yeah, I would say
Humility.
to new members, you know, I would say step out your comfort zone as well. Like, your page has taught me to freestyle. Like, I used to freestyle a melody, but never
good freestyles.
Yeah, but
too.
never words. I used to like hum and go, I'm going to do that melody, and then I sit down very carefully and write my words. Now what I do is turn it on and just start singing and see what comes out. And for me, that's how I wrote Something, probably my best track. So I say hang around, come out your comfort zone, collaborate with things you don't usually do. Because Peabody, I remember you said to me when I joined, you want to collaborate? And I think I said, oh, I don't really collaborate, or something stupid. I said something stupid. I think I did it with you, Concrete Rose and Chris. that's one of my favorite tracks I've ever done. So like,
Oh yeah.
yeah, I definitely would say stick around, do what you don't normally do here, and you'll be comfortable to do it. That's the difference. Like, that's my advice. Zero sight. What are you gonna say?
Wow. Man goes on vacation, he's losing all his sight.
Twinsight. Come on, Twinsight.
So remember who you make music for. Make music that you want to hear, not that other people want to hear. And a finished track is always better than a perfect track. Amen. People. Amen, people. Drop it.
And I gotta hit on one thing. Like, how did it feel to see Kate freestyling better than yourself?
Right. I mean, it just kind of fits the mold. She does everything better than I do. So I mean, it's just I've been used to it at this point, but it's just like I'll forever be living in the shadow of greatness, and I'm okay with that. You know?
I mean, the teacher becomes the Padawan.
That's right, man. I'm cool.
All right, well, I appreciate y'all spending some time with us. You know,
love, brother.
Thank you
Talk
for having
Radio.
us on your fabulous interview.
Hey, you guys are the Real Talk Radio Fairytale, so we gotta let
There might be
people
a
know.
Real Talk Radio wedding, everybody.
That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
A bunch of computers will live stream it.
Peabody's gonna marry us.
Yeah.
Yes, that'd be awesome.
I'll get certified as a pastor over there.
You'd actually be
And
really good with
I
me.
can see
I'll do it in a rhyming matter, you know?
Yes, it has to be.
Yeah.
We'll do our vows and rhymes, yeah.
Well, it was awesome, guys, and I know everyone's gonna enjoy it, and that's why we do Unmasking, so we can learn more about the people behind the music. Because at the end of the day, that's what people forget, right? Artists are people, man. Especially independent artists that, you know, you could walk around begging for some views, and they just people won't do it. So that's why we got Real Talk Radio, because we genuinely care about the well-being of each and every dreamer in here. And if you haven't been on Unmasking, shame on your face, man. Shame on your face. Like, why have you not told us you want an interview? Shame on your face, man.
Yeah, do the interview. Yeah, no, it
Yo.
was fun. I was looking forward to this, to actually see you in real time as well, Peabody. 'cause
Yeah,
I
this
feel
is
like
cool.
you
Like, this is how you get to build camaraderie. You know, it's awesome. So before we run out of time, man, we love y'all. Keep dreaming. Remember, the belief is yours to keep and no one can take it. And do some interviews. And we're out of here, man.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Bye.